so I can talk to you both. Hey, how's it going? I am Jerry. Hope you're having a great Monday. I want to talk to you today. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I want to talk to you about why people get burnt out and how you can actually protect yourself against that, how to defend against that, how to change that. If you're just tuning in, please share this. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you tuning in to talk to me today. And I want to talk about burnout. Burnout is something that I've heard from a young age. It's people, seeing you work really hard at something, and generally the next thing they say after you've done that for a prolonged period of time is you need to be careful. You don't want to get burned out. And I want to talk about burnout, what it is, where it comes from, and why avoiding burnout is actually the key to wealth. Now, burnout, literally, if you think about it in terms of like a vehicle, it means you ran out of fuel. Like you burnt out the motor, you ran out of fuel, you were operating on nothing. In life, it's the same way. So when you've burnt out, it means you've run out of fuel. Now, the key to avoiding burnout is having alignment in your life. Alignment, if you look at the etymology of that word, it literally means to arrange and align. So if you have a life, you want to have it in one straight line. If you have pieces over here and scattered everywhere, you're not aligned, you're going to get burned out. So think about if it's a vehicle, the vehicle that is going at a very fast pace, getting optimal momentum in a straight line, it's going to have better fuel economy than a vehicle that is going against resistance and it's swerving and veering and changing course. The veering vehicle is going to run out of gas sooner. It's going to burn out sooner. What does this have to do with wealth? Wealth is creating an abundance of prosperity in all areas of your life. All of them. And in my opinion, there's about 7 or 8 different areas. Here's the ones that I look at. So I look at my spiritual life. I want wealth there. I look at my emotional and intellectual well-being. I want wealth there. I look at my relationships and my allies. I want wealth there. I look at my work. I want wealth in my work. I look at my creativity, which is my business and the things that I'm building. I want wealth there. I also look at my finances and my money, and I want wealth in those areas too. And lastly, I look at the fun and the adventure that I'm having in life, and I want abundance in that as well. We have been taught the myth that if I succeed in business, I have to sacrifice one of these other areas. And I'm here to say that that's not true. Okay? We've also been taught if I'm going to succeed at family, it means I have to sacrifice my work or my health. That was the other one I forgot to mention, physical well-being. Okay? People will sacrifice that one usually first. It's interesting. Now, wealth means that you're winning in all of those areas. So if you're winning in all of those areas, by definition, you cannot sacrifice any of them because you lose the game as soon as you don't win in one of those areas. So building wealth comes from alignment. Alignment means that I am drafting, back to the vehicles, right? If you've looked at racing, you're familiar with the term drafting. Drafting literally is when you get behind another vehicle, you ride it so close that you're riding in its windstream, you're getting rid of resistance, you're gaining momentum, and because you're following it so closely, you hit optimal speed. And that is the only way you can build wealth. Your goal needs to be the vehicle in front of you. And you need to draft so closely behind that goal such that you don't have resistance, you're hitting optimal speed, you're getting momentum, and if you're going to stay that close behind your goal, it means you can't veer this way and that way. And so the myth is, if I'm going to have goals, then something has to suffer. And I would say that that is poverty mindset 100%. It's false data. It's not right information. Don't listen to it. Okay? I have what I call prime action. Prime action would be one action that would fulfill my spiritual life, my mental and emotional well-being, my physical health, my family and my allies, my relationships, my business, my job, my work, my finances, my fun and adventure. What if I could pick one thing that helped all of those? Would that not be wealth? Would that not be alignment? And so I want to challenge you, get rid of the thinking that says, this is the one I'm going to pick on real quick. I have kids, I can't win. Get rid of that thinking. Win with your kids. I have this disability, I can't do it. I live in this state, I can't do it. Oh, I would try this, but I don't want to have to give up X, Y, or Z. I want money, but I don't want to go to hell. Like, when did those things ever correlate? Come on. So wealth means you align all areas of your life. Align means that you make a straight order. You arrange it to where it's all going in the same direction. And one of the ways that you'll be able to tell when you've struck this alignment is when people start worrying about you. When they say, hey, I want to make sure your marriage is doing okay, even though they know nothing about your marriage. Or, hey, I want to make sure that your spirituality is okay, that you're still going to church. Even though they know nothing about your spirituality, they'll see you winning, and their assumption is, he must be sacrificing something. He must be getting rid of something, because it's inconceivable to win at everything. So I'm here to say, build an abundant life, build a life of prosperity, win at everything. You don't have to sacrifice any part of your life. Have all of it, build all of it, and the only way to get there is through alignment. If you would like to learn how I have built an aligned life, please reach out to me. I'm going to post a link here in the comments. I want you to check this link out, and it's an article I wrote on the alignment thing. I'm going to go ahead and paste this in the comments. There you go. Check that out. Thank you for watching, by the way. I appreciate your time. I'm going to sign out. Have a great Monday. Build a life of wealth, alignment, abundance, and prosperity. Talk to you next time.